Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I am back with another video. And this video is titled Hack Your Mind, Hack Your Reality. I asked the wonderful, powerful people in my Discord what they would like to talk about for a late night live. And one said about feeling stuck and unmotivated, and one said basically getting results in one area and not the other, or feeling stuck in one area, and is that affecting your other areas? So let's talk about that, right? Because I'm actually gonna I'm gonna answer these questions, but they all kind of have the same answer. So, hi Amy, hi Christina, hi Mocha, hi Summer, hi Abria, hi Hyed, hi Onefea, hi Anais. What's up, guys? All right. So, when it comes to feeling stuck, when it comes to feeling like you're having results in one area and not getting results in another, it is because in whatever area that you find yourself stuck or not getting results, is because those are the areas where you have not accepted yourself as God or as the supreme. Like, I always say to give your mind supremacy. I used to say that all the time. Hi, Susan. I love you too. Hi, Brown Bunny. But I used to always say, give your mind supremacy, right? And so for most of us here, if we were to have some type of small annoyance in our reality, we pretty much all of us are knowing that, hey, I can just change this. Like, I can just decide that it's going to go like this, right? All of us that have this basic understanding of our relationship with our reality know that, yeah, that might be like that. That person might have said that, but I get to say, I can change this. And we are the ones that also say, right, this is the thing that I can't do, though. This is the thing that's going to take time. This is the thing that's bigger than me. This is the thing that I can't affect. This is the thing that I struggle with. This is the thing that I'm stuck, right? It's interesting because when I read the unmotivated part, you know why you're unmotivated, guys? Because your God self doesn't need motivation. Your God self is knowing that it's done now. Motivated to do what? Your God self is kind of like when you're feeling unmotivated, like your God self is just like, you're like God self, or, whatever. These are all the things that we have to do, right? We have to do this and this and this and this to get this thing. And are we doing it right? And we've been doing it so long. And this is that. And this is this. And the God self's just like, if you say so, but I know that it's already done. So the God self's not feeling really motivated to make something happen that already happened, right? So it's like you kind of get to decide, right? Like, because you might think, oh, I'm not motivated because I'm lazy, right? Lazy, I'm sorry, you guys, but lazy is very close to powerful, okay? If you could wave your wand to command reality, why would you get off your throne to do anything? Unless it's just because you want to, right? So, hi, Louisa. Hi, Monique. Perditus. Hi, Ty. Hi, Sources Truth. But yeah, that's probably part of the reason why you're feeling unmotivated, right? Hey, Lisa. Lazy people with ambition are the scariest. I love that because you guys, what is that? I can't think of the saying, but it's something like necessity is the birth of innovation, something like that, or something like that. But basically, when you, like, honestly, you guys, when you think about magic, it is about getting more with less effort, right? So getting more with less effort. That is the basis of power, right? The mother of invention. There we go. Necessity is the mother of invention. So when you come to know yourself, right, which is really the point of this video, knowing yourself and knowing yourself above the things that you have decided are above you is how you navigate feeling stuck, right? I so understand that, you guys. I've felt that way times before. Oh, I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. But this is what I was talking about in the live that I did yesterday or the day before, is when you're feeling stuck, it's because you're in the stuck state, right? You're in the state of being stuck. So it's not that just because of what you're seeing, you feel stuck, but what you're seeing is just because of what state that you're in. So it's not that you're actually stuck. It's not that there is no solution. It's that what you're seeing is a product of the state that you're in, and you're in the room, you're in the stuck room, right? So this is the thing to always keep in mind, that the solution is always available. The solution is always available, even when you're feeling stuck, even when you can't see it, right? I watched Moana 2 today with my niece, and in it, the girl was saying, like, I don't know, Moana was talking to like some bat lady, and she was like, I need to figure out like the way. I need to figure out how to get where I'm going. And the bat lady was like, you think that you have to know the way to get where you're going? Right? Like, you think you have to know the way? And she's like, yeah, that's what a waymaker is. And she's like, no, a waymaker is the one that is able to you're making the way, right? You're creating it. You're going somewhere where the way hasn't been made before. So you don't know the way, right? So it's okay, right? It's okay for you not to know what exactly to do or whatever. This is why I always tell you guys to let it all be okay. But first and foremost, take care of yourself, okay? That's the first thing, right? Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. If you need a break, you guys, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to not to take, like, I did a saturation challenge, you guys, for like 3 days. And you basically just like saturate, like you just listen to subliminals and affirmations and all this all day, every day. And at the end of it, you guys, I had a freaking headache. I was like, really in the middle of it, I was like, God, like, I just wanted to see, like, what, if it benefited me, but it, like, I had a headache doing that. And it's just like, it's okay. I feel like a lot of people feel like I have to through this headache. I mean, and that was just for 3 days. There's people that's like living life like that. You're living life like that. And then if you're living life like that, you're probably not really getting your whatever result that you want all the time. So that's frustrating, right? So take care of yourself. If you need a break, take a break. I find that a lot of times if I take a break manifesting, or I just take a break from trying to do stuff or whatever, worrying about my mind, that's when things happen. Okay? But know yourself, you guys. This is an instant shift, right? The thing that you think is above you, you are above it. Knowing that, deciding that, choosing that. Even if you don't see how, right? The thing that you think you are, that is above you, you're above it. Okay? And that's the thing too with the break, you guys, is your manifestation doesn't require effort, you guys. Okay? your manifestation doesn't require effort. All the effort that you're doing is to get you to the point where you believe what you're telling yourself, where you identify as the one who has the thing that you're saying you have, right? So the last point that I want to say is really kind of where the title comes from Hack Your Mind, Hack Your Reality. Because what I've been really realizing and learning, you guys, recently is that we are not really accepting ourselves as God the way that we think that we are. Because like when I talked about the highest timeline, when I talked about the perfect reality, right? There, like, you are divine perfection. You are God, right? You are God in a body. And all that power is your power to use, right? But we don't really like act like that or see life like that. We see it like, ooh, God's kind of like, over there and he's kind of a piece of me. And maybe if I do all of these things right, it will happen, right? Maybe if I do these things right, I'll get this one little thing. And so you're making, right? You're spending all of your beautiful energy and time trying to get one part of your life to click into place, or maybe a couple parts. And most of the time when you're trying, you're in lack the whole time. You're in lack. So it's like a carrot on a stick, right? You're chasing it. It's right there. It's like a mirage. Ooh, my fulfillment is just there. Once I get these things, right? But what if your reality didn't have to be a puzzle for you to fix, or a leaky pipe that once you fix the leak here, it leaks over there? What if your reality could be like a wonderful, blissful wonderland for you? What if you really actually accepted, I'm perfect, right? I am divine perfection, and this reality is me. This reality is whatever I say it is. Because y'all, the things that we struggle with are the things that we say, okay, this is what I say it is. Now here's all the things I have to do to actually make it be that, right? The things that are simple to us, just like I said in the beginning, when it came to, if it was something that we collectively would see as simple, it would just be like, oh, no, it's like this, right? There's no rebuttal to that. So accepting yourself as God, accepting that because you are God, you don't have a problematic reality. You don't have to continue to create problems or to continue to focus on problems. You don't have to build your life and your manifestational practice around problems, right? You can accept right now that those things are solved. And like, think about how you relate to reality, how you frame reality, right? This is why the highest timeline was so potent, okay? And I want to solve this for you guys right now. It's already solved, actually. It's already solved. But I want you guys to experience stepping into this right now, okay? There's no time. So right now, your highest timeline exists. What is your highest timeline? Everyone has a different one. But the highest timeline is the highest version of reality that you could be in. And the highest version of reality that you could be in is the reality where you get everything that you want. Not just get everything that you want, though, but you don't have to beg for it. You don't have to work hard for it. You don't have to struggle and strife and go through pain for it, y'all. These are all muggle ideas. And it's like I said, you guys, we bring the muggle living and the muggle identity, the muggle way of life, which is here's a problem, here's something for me to fix. Something's wrong in my reality, there's something wrong in me, there's something wrong in you, and let's fix it. And we bring that into manifestation and we put all of our magic on fixing problems, right? But you can actually decide that I could just decide that I'm living in a blissful reality, perfect reality, highest timeline reality now. Now. There's no time. There's no spaceship you got to get into. You just decide, I'm in my highest timeline now. And so all of those things that I thought were my problems aren't my problems anymore. It's not a problem anymore. It's fixed for me because in the reality that I'm in now, right? This gets into the mental rejection. In the reality where everything is perfect for me, I can't have problems. It can't be an issue. I can't be stuck. And what's better is I don't have to do anything to make that happen. Like, really feel into the fact, you guys, that this reality is what you say it is. This reality is fake. A dream. Okay? It's just a dream. It's not even serious. Even if it wasn't a dream. Like, we're literally like a speck floating through like blackness. It's not serious. If anything's serious, you're serious, right? You are, and I don't mean serious as far as like, oh, take it serious. I mean, you are all of that, right? It's draining to have an approach to fix things. You know why? Because your God self doesn't have that. It's just, are you aware of the problem or aware of the solution? They're both there. So they're both, it's not a problem, right? It's not a problem to have a problem. It's just one of the infinite realities that you can light up. Right? Neville said, your life isn't an obstacle to fix, it's a reflection. Yeah. It's a reflection. And this is what I'm trying to say. Hi, Seeded Fruit. Thank you so much, beautiful. What I'm trying to say is that when you are in the room with the problem and thinking, ooh, I will put my mind on fixing this problem, you're solidifying yourself in that. Don't try to fix the problem. Become aware of the solution. The solution is already in existence. Okay? The solution is already in existence. Fever Dream. I love that name. This is a fucking fever dream for our God selves. I gave my old self a name, and when I waver, I just say, oh, that's just old Bob up to his BS again, and realign my thoughts. I love that. I love that. What I've been doing lately, you guys, is just like see it. Like, this is the thing. That's why I get it, y'all, because the old story and the old self and all this stuff, it makes it seem so serious. It's like, ooh, oh, everything's going wrong. Aren't you scared? You should be scared. Like, ooh, remember that one time? It does all that, right? It does all that. But it's about having awareness in that moment. Like, but I don't have to be in agreement with that. I don't have to say, yeah, that's true. Right? I don't have to hear the old thoughts and say, oh my God, this is right just because I thought it. Right? This is going to happen just because I thought it, or it won't happen. Right? I can see it and just be like, oh yeah, that's the old story. That's just Bob. Right? Yes. If I feel nervous, I say everything is calm and neutral, period. And it is. Oh, yes. It's easier to relax when I remind myself I'm a living expression of God's dream, a living expression of God, of the Almighty, guys. Hi, Alexandria. Hi, Veronica. Yes. Hi, Sheila. Yes. I want to feel powerful. Even though I consciously, purposefully manifested, my inner feeling isn't powerful. I don't know. Okay, so this is the thing. Like, realize that it's a decision, right? That you are that. Don't, like, a lot of times we're waiting on something to confirm our power to us. Like, once this thing happens, I'll feel powerful. I just need this thing to happen and I'll be powerful. And so you spend all of your time thinking, I'm not powerful until this thing happens. And so reality continues to reflect back to you, I'm not powerful, right? I'm not powerful. You are powerful, you guys. You're always powerful. When I'm not feeling powerful, I acknowledge that even though I'm feeling like that, I'm still powerful. You can't not be powerful, right? You're so powerful that you can claim. You're so powerful that you can claim to be powerless, and your power will form a reality to confirm that to you. And that's it. Hey, Joe. Hey, Ivy. Yes, it feels better to alienate those old beliefs. That's not you. That's just Bob or whatever. That's the thing. I like that you said that. Alienate those beliefs. Because y'all, this is what I be saying. You're not any of these things that you think that you are anyway. Right? Like, in that live I was talking about, one of those lives I was talking about, or maybe it was my video on stage, I don't know. But I was saying not to give power, right, to stories. Even giving power to positive stories, right? Like, realize you're not even the avatar that you think you are. You're not even, like, I'm not even Olivia, right? Like, I'm just being this for the moment in time and space. Okay? So you don't have to accept anything. That's what I'm saying, y'all. There's no requirement. There's no time limit that you have to say, ooh, we gotta wait till tomorrow, right? To become the greatest version of myself. Ooh, gotta wait till tomorrow to walk into my perfect highest timeline, right? I gotta wait till a few weeks or whatever happens for me to walk into my highest timeline. You don't. You're just there now, period. Abracadabra. You're all in your highest timeline. You have to be. And you don't accept anything other than that. If it's looking like, oh, I'm not, you don't accept that. If somebody tells you something to like suggest the opposite, you don't accept that. Okay? You only accept whatever is empowering to you. Literally. Y'all, abracadabra means I create as I speak. Okay? I can't. People don't understand me, I feel like. I want to live my life with someone who understands manifestation. You can manifest that, Anais. You can manifest that. My SP now is talking about, I'm intending for this to happen today. I was like, had to double take, like, what? You can manifest that. Realize that you are God, Anais, but so is everybody else. Thank you, Alexandria. That's so sweet. A great way to maintain the God self is to see yourself as God, a neutral energy observing yourself. Allow your thoughts that don't serve you to flow by like a cloud and only identify with the ones that do. Perfectly said. I'm kind of fed up in manifesting my SP. Guess I should just stop doing anything. Yes, once again, guys, you're fed up manifesting something. Like, I honestly feel like the more that I come to know stuff, you guys, it feels like manifesting is like almost redundant, right? I'm manifesting something is saying the thing that I want didn't happen for me. And I'm in a process of making it happen, right? Which is fine, okay? Because that's how we've done things up till now. I'm in a process of making this thing happen. But what we're talking about now, and what we've really been talking about all year, you guys, is collapsing time and space, is identifying beyond and above time and space, and actually identifying the way that Neville told us, which is that the moment your desire happens, it's done. So what are you manifesting? We're not manifesting anything. We're becoming aware, right? We're deciding. We're choosing. It's done now. And a lot of times it does take us getting fed up to stop manifesting. This is why things happen when people give up. Because the moment they stop manifesting, they stop becoming aware that something isn't done that they have to fix, y'all. That is a state. And that's kind of what I'm talking about in this video. That's a state, y'all. Ooh, yes. That is the state that a lot of people are living in from the in the manifestation community. There's a problem and there's something to create. There's something to fix, right? So you stay in that state of something's wrong. This is why you find that maybe some things are going well and maybe some things are not, right? Because your state is there's always something to be fixed. There's something wrong. There's something I'm reaching for. There's something I don't have, right? I'll manifest this, and then I'll manifest that, and then I'll manifest this. What if reality was just perfect for you now? Right? Instead of trying to manifest all the things in your reality, manifest that your reality is perfect. Your reality is programmed to automatically generate things to you, everything you want. If you've been affirming for something and it seems to happen for someone close to you instead, what's a way to spin it positively? Well, that's a good sign that what you're doing is working. Number one, that's showing that you are affecting your reality. But number two, some people would consider that like birds before land, you know, like, oh, this person got it. I know that can be kind of annoying though, like to experience that, but just be happy for them and use that as, okay, I'm affecting my reality. My reality responds to my intention. So I know what's happening for me. And continue and persist in what you're deciding for yourself. Okay. Not Mr. Olivia needs to intend to be on this live one day. He would totally do it. He would totally do it. You guys would like him too. I mean, he's like the boy version of me. But oh, Alice Carline. Oh, thank you, Ascending Infinite Goddess. I love you too. You guys are so funny. Is manifesting including divine timing? You are divine timing, guys. What was it that finally clicked for me after trying for years with no results? Okay. So, okay, to be real, you guys, I didn't try for years with no results. That is something that I will say, like, helped me, because when I was like natural, like when I started manifesting, I was very good at it right out the gate. But what I would say shifted my life after years of manifesting, because I was manifesting, so I always knew there was like not many times in my journey that you could tell me that I'm not creating reality. I always knew that because I saw it instantly. As soon as I tried, it was happening. There were just certain areas where I was struggling, and that I didn't understand. What shifted it for me was actually the God state. That was a big shift in my manifestational journey, was realizing, oh, wait, like I'm not just here trying to summon power. I am power, right? And I'm exercising it however I want. That was a shift. And then also the self-concept, I would say, was the thing that really changed my life, right? Because I was great at manifesting, but I was a waitress for a long time. So I would be able to manifest like $100 tips, right? But my quality of life wasn't really changing. Like I was still a waitress. So I was able to manifest, things. I was able to manifest results. I was manifesting, like I told you guys, my survival. I was manifesting, right? Manifesting everything that I needed. But as far as making a big change in my life, it started with my self-concept and really accepting myself as a goddess, right? As someone who is deserving, working on my core beliefs, right? All of those things was what really took me from nothing. I won't say nothing, but took me from, not living a great quality of life to living a much better quality of life. But one thing too, you guys, is to accept the malleability of reality. And I think that is a big, what's the word? Advantage that I had, right? Like, because as soon as I started manifesting, I was good at it. I knew, oh, wow. Like it was very easy. I learned very early on, this reality is responding to me, period. Even when I don't see a way, even when whatever, the reality is responding to me. So I didn't have too much of the problem of like, oh, does this really work? I don't really know. Da 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 da. I spent more time figuring out all the little kinks and stuff like that to be able to make it quicker and faster and more accurate and more specific. Okay. What's the best way to deal with SP still behaving the way you don't want in 3D? We're currently not in contact or anything. Persist. Okay? Persist. Like it doesn't matter how they're acting, you guys, right? And I think this is another thing too. Like I really want you guys to understand what I'm talking about in this live, because if you get what I'm saying, you guys, you're not going to struggle, right? When you get that you are the God of this reality, work on understanding that, work on feeling that, right? And you'll know this person has no choice but to confirm what you decide, right? And that is like really the sauce, you guys. Know who you are. When you know who you are as the director of this reality, as the director of this dream, and he's just a dream character, he's going to change, right? But some more like other physical things you can do, I would say work on your self-concept and just like persist in who the version is of him, like persist in the new version of him, okay? Persist in the new version of you who only attracts. You're in your highest timeline. Of course he's showing up that way. I want you guys to really think about that. What if right now, right? Just like you can manifest a thing, you can manifest an experience. You can manifest an experience of life. What if you were in your highest timeline? If you were in the reality with your highest timeline, even if you didn't have a good self-concept, things just work out for you. Things just happen the way that you want. Everything automatically happens for you. You don't have to do anything, right? Am I bugging? Or is it that if we stay consistent in manifesting our desire life, it happens fast, even if there are doubts or worries? It's like my desired life keeps showing up no matter what. Well, obviously you're not bugging, right? But yes, right? If you stay, because what I'm hearing when she says, if we stay consistent in manifesting our desired life, right? It's continuing to be aware that I'm living my desired life. That's it, you guys. I'm living my desired life now. Stop giving it a requirement. Stop saying I can do that when this thing happens, you guys, because that is keeping you in the state of not being fulfilled. You're saying I can't be fulfilled until this thing happens. This thing isn't happening, so I'm going to try and make this thing happen so that I can be fulfilled, right? When you go to no, I am fulfilled right now, y'all. You could be like, that's what I be saying, y'all. I know it seems like, but look at where I am, right? But look, I don't have this thing or this or that. You don't have to give attention to that though. You don't have to agree with that. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean you don't have it, right? What would you do when you're dealing with big feelings like depression? When you're dealing with things like that, you guys, you need to take care of yourself, right? And this is the thing. I feel two ways about it. Because when you're depressed, and let me first say, I am not a psychologist, I am not a therapist, I'm not an expert in mental illness. But from a manifestational way, it's two ways for you to look at that, okay? When you're feeling depressed, yeah, you can manifest yourself out of depression. But I also feel that there are some people who you need to deal with that in whatever way you need to deal with that, okay? Whether that is therapy, whether that is whatever it is that you need to do to help yourself. Because manifestation is a mental game. If your mental is not together, you guys, how can you make a different decision? If you've gotten to the point to where you feel like you're no longer in control of your mind, and I don't mean you're just spiraling or having a bad day, but for whatever time you feel like I'm no longer in control of my mind, you then giving yourself the responsibility of controlling your whole reality is not the best thing for your mental health. And that's just my opinion. However, if you are a seasoned and advanced manifester that already knows how manifestation works and is already aware and believing that there are multiple versions of you, there's no reason for you to continue to decide that you're the version of yourself that's depressed. Okay? And you don't have to. It's like I said in the very beginning, you guys. Everything that you feel like stuck or feel like I can't do anything about this is because you decided that. Okay? You decided. I can create these things, but not that. I can create someone to change their whole mind and fall in love with me, but I can't create my mental health. That's a decision, okay? There's nothing beyond that you can create. And really, you guys, you should want to be your biggest success. You should want to be your biggest project if you want to create. But like beyond all that, y'all, listen. The problem, the depression, the issues, the circumstances are all happening for the avatar. God is above that. And you have the ability to become consciously aware of being above that. You have the ability to identify with the being that is being you and be above that mentally. Okay? You don't have to look at circumstances and bow to that just because, right? And it's like I said in the other one, when it comes to big things, we're more likely to say, "Ooh, this is out of my control." But it's actually even more important for you to see it that you can to actually change it, right? To see it as something that is in your control, right? Reality God-fested. My rent story keeps you going because child, girl, it's paid. Listen, my rent story, that story, I did that over and over and over and over for years. I manifested my rent at the last minute. It was a horrible way to live. I'm not going to lie, but it was done. Reality God-fested. And it took me like years of doing it to actually realize because I would freak out every time. I would freak out. And then I would pay it somehow. And then I'd be like, it would happen the next month. And I was like, wait, I finally realized I pay it every month. I've never been evicted. I pay it every month. And I just freak out until it happens. Why do I got to keep freaking out? Right? Liv, can you express more about manifesting a home with no job or anything? Okay. Great question. Okay. So realize that your imagination is creating, not a job. Okay? Not a job. We look at things like, if for me to have this, I have to have this, right? For me to have this, there's all these things I have to have that I don't have. But that's not true. Okay? So you decide that you have the home now. This is what I did when I manifested a home with my SP. It was the same situation. I was like, well, we're not in a position to do that. And I was like, well, wait, if I'm the God of my reality, then I can just assume that we are, right? Now, you don't want to assume the middle, right? You want to assume the end. You are a homeowner. You have a home. And then you allow however that unfolds to unfold. And it just unfolds. Like, that's the thing, you guys. Go to your end, because when you're thinking about your middle, you're just going to be confused. It's going to give you reasons why maybe that can't happen and yada, yada, yada. Like, go to your end. You want to manifest a home, you have it. Do the sat scene. Fall asleep. That's my advice. Do the sat scene. Fall asleep. Pushing your key into the door. Turning the lock. Opening the door. Seeing all of your things. Feeling the feeling of ownership, right? And loop that. Go back again. Feel yourself pushing the key into the lock, turning it, opening the door, looking in, seeing all of your things in this home. Keep doing that, looping it all every night as you fall asleep. And this is the thing, you guys, right? Neville always says, accepting the end, the acceptance of the end wills the means. The acceptance of the end wills the means. So where there is no way, right? You accepting the end, I am a homeowner, makes the way. It makes the people that need to make the people, or that need to make the decision for you to get what you need to get the house, they're going to make that decision. Whatever things needs to happen is going to happen, right? When I manifested that house for my SP, he got like 3 raises in like a month at his job to put him to the requirement, right? Every obstacle that came up, a solution came because it had to, because what we decided, right? So this is what I mean when I say give your mind supremacy. Your mind has supremacy over this, over circumstances, okay? How do you concentrate when visualizing? My mind seems to spiral and I can't seem to pick a specific scene for my sats. Well, when you're picking sats, make it something short. If anytime you're having trouble picking a scene, you guys, just do like an inner conversation. Just hear yourself telling whoever you talk to, your best friend, your mom, whoever, your man, oh my God, this thing happened. Hear them like congratulating you. Hear them like, oh my God, like, let's take you out, whatever. Have an inner conversation, something short. Keep it like 10 seconds, right? When I said that about the house, you pushing the lock, you turn the lock, you walk in, you look around, you push the lock, you turn the lock, you walk in, you turn around. The reason you keep it short like that is so that you don't forget, so that you don't go off, right? Neville literally specifically talked about that because he was like, when you start to imagine this and imagine that, you're going to find yourself miles away from where you're trying to be at, right? Keep it short, 10 seconds, and practice, you guys. Practice, practice, practice. Do it every night, and you'll get better at concentrating when you're doing it, okay? Oh, I love you, Anais. Bye. Okay. Oh, I'm glad this is helpful, Christina. And I love the people in the chat. These are the best people ever. How do you visualize with aphantasia? Okay, literally, you guys, the percentage of people who actually have aphantasia is so low, right? A lot of people just have never practiced visualizing. If you can't visualize, you don't need to. Visualization really isn't my go-to, really. I mean, my go-to is just deciding. This is the thing, y'all. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to get naked and dance in your front yard under the full moon and you think that's going to bring your manifestation, then do that. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. You can say it. You can hear it. You can think it. You can smell it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Imagine, right? Imagining is not just visual, right? That's why I say inner conversations are great, you guys. They're great because it's another way to really introduce vividness. Any tips for anxiety you get when you get what you want after not having it for so long? Yes. Self-concept. Self-concept. If you're feeling anxiety when you're getting something, it's because you are not fully identified with the person who has that. But also like fall into like worthiness. I deserve this, right? Okay. Hi, Nalani. What a pretty name. Yes. I'm so glad this is helpful, guys. Yes, Alexandria. So I'm really good at visualizing and getting excited about it. Then I psych myself out. I know it's my old self-concept and I've been persisting, but I'm so tired of hitting that wall. It doesn't matter. Y'all, let go of the feeling that you need to do anything, okay? You don't need to do anything. You can do it if you want. You can do it if it feels good. You can do it if it's fun. But your desire's already done. That's the only thing that, if there's anything you need to do, it's just like, know that, right? Okay. Dancing naked sounds good. Do it, Siska. Writing, yes. We have to remember that we didn't use techniques before we knew about LOA to manifest. Yes, you're a god, you guys. This is back to the point. You are a god, okay? You're a god. It's not hard for you. That thing that you think you're struggling with, you just decided that, okay? You just thought it would be fun for you to navigate that for that moment, and you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that no more, right? You just don't. It's already done. You can just rest and, oh, wow, everything's done for me because I'm royal and perfect and divine, period. I'm getting a bit of hot and cold. Is it because I'm not clear on the manifestation? I go back and forth on, and his behavior is hot and cold. I just want it, period, and I'll decide what I'll do when I have it. Yes, he's hot and cold because you're hot and cold. You already know that, Ashley, right? They're just reflecting you. They're just reflecting you. And again, you guys, sometimes instead of focusing on this one person and getting their behavior to change, focus on you, that you are the queen of this reality. You are the goddess of this reality. Everybody is deeply in love with you. Everyone, well, not everybody's deeply in love. That's too much, but everyone just respects you. Everybody adores you. Everybody treats you wonderfully. You get princess treatment from every person in your reality because you're perfect, okay? Nobody is immune to that. Right? And when you really think that, no, wait, I'm a goddess. I'm literally perfect. You won't assume that people treat you any other way than that. Right? You won't need to assume that anymore. Lately, I've been getting more of the opposite when it comes to manifesting. I've been getting more money rather than any movement from my SP except for any energetic pulls. Sounds like a self-concept thing to me. You may have a good money self-concept, but you may have a self-concept thing with SP. But even like zoomed out from that, once again, the same point, you guys, you are seeing your SP as someone who is deciding this on their own. The money you have accepted, I can command that. You're seeing the SP like, maybe I can, sometimes I can, it's not really working. So it's showing up like that. Okay. I've been seeing so much movement by doing two things, being 200% delusional in the end state and being my #1 fan all day, talking myself up to the state of being. Yes, Ocean Latina, period. Okay, damn, y'all got endless questions. It's late as fuck, so I'm gonna go. Yes. Ashley, weren't you the one that was like, it's a great day to be Ashley? It's a great day to wake up and be Ashley. That's what you should be feeling. Like, you're the main character, okay? Thank you, Nakulio. All right, guys, I love you guys. Y'all are amazing, right? You guys are gods of your reality, period. Ooh, I'll see. I want to just say this really quick because they say, I start feeling crazy or narcissistic when I start assuming I'm amazing and that everyone loves me. I feel like you have to reach a whole new level of feeling okay with crazy. You guys, think about what is normal, okay? What's normal? Normal is being a victim to your circumstance. Normal is being down on yourself, right? I'll see. If I was telling you guys, you guys, you don't really matter. No one matters except everyone else. You should sacrifice yourself to help everyone and just let yourself suffer. People would be like, nominate her for the Nobel Peace Prize, right? They perpetuate victim, low self-esteem, and they do dumb shit. I'm sorry. This is like bothering me because I saw something on TikTok. Like I be seeing these videos of Michael Jackson, right? And the people in the comments are like, oh my God, Michael, the world would be so much better if Michael were here. Oh, Michael, Michael, Michael. When Michael Jackson was alive, everyone was dragging him, okay? He was literally being dragged at all times and by all people. Now that he's dead, oh, the world would be a better place if he was here. That is how the world is, y'all. The world is so fake, okay? The world is so fake and backwards. There's a TikTok I saw of a little girl. She's a baby. She can't even talk right. Shaking her body and talking about her giving hair, titties, ass. A baby. Her mom is encouraging her to do this. That's normal. All the comments was like, this is amazing. Ooh, she really hit that move when she was shaking her ass. The baby. Okay? That's normal, you guys. I don't care about being normal. I don't want to be normal. All right? Do what you want, you guys. Do what you want because the people that you're trying to impress, they don't have a mind of their own. They think what everybody else thinks. That's it. That's it. Is it popular? Is it trending? Then we agree with that and we think that. I can't live my life on a trend, you guys, right? So even feeling like narcissistic and feeling like I'm amazing and this and that, right? But if you were to talk down on yourself, if you were to go on and be like, I know I'm not perfect and I'm ugly and I'm this, everybody would come to you, oh, no, it's okay, you are perfect. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Fuck what anybody thinks because they don't think. That's the thing. And that's just real, y'all. I mean, people are living literally like impulsively. They're not even having they're not having thoughts. They're not processing things. They're looking around and saying, everybody else is doing that, so I'm doing that. Everybody else thinks that, I'm thinking that. They don't even sit there and ask themselves, does that make sense? Right? So you deciding to pour into yourself and decide that you're the baddest bitch on the planet is a great idea. Okay? There's nobody that's doing amazingly well in their life that thinks, I'm a piece of shit. Okay? That's the reason why it behooves people to keep you in that mind frame. Because you can't really get that high when you think low of yourself, okay? I'm just saying. Yes, Neilani. And you just don't have to do that anymore. You wouldn't be here. Listen, y'all, you wouldn't be here if you wanted to be a victim. You would scroll right past my shit. You would have heard about the law of assumption and said, oh, they're victim shaming. I'm gonna start a group about this. Let's protest so that I can get other people to validate me. And no, I am a victim. I am a victim. I am beaten down and life's not fair. So cry with me. Your tears is gonna make everything better for me. Shit. When you realize there's billions of people in the world, you see that everyone just can't be at the level of consciousness that you are at. That's real, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Just when I'm looking at like muggle life, it is just confusing. I just be like, is this like serious? The Michael Jackson thing really blew me. I was like people are such, I don't know. Yes. Ooh, lavish mind. I love that. I do believe we're in a simulation, something like that. I'm just gonna go full on narcissist then. I believe that you should believe as highly as you think about yourself. I mean, guys, like we're pretty much, people would say, I remember my my SP told me when we first started dating, he was like, you have like a God complex. And I was like, is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? That's a great thing. Yes. But lavish mind, I really like that. I will talk more about that. I'll make a video about that. But anyhow, guys, I just had to say that. Do what you want, okay? Be who you want. Think what you want about yourself, y'all. Just, okay, really quick, another example, just really quick. Think about fashion, you guys. Y'all, sometimes when I see people like dressing like fashion, it almost to me looks like, let me put the ugliest thing I can find. The ugliest thing that doesn't fit at all and stand really cool with like glasses on. And they're like, everybody's like, oh my God, that looks amazing. And it's like, it really is just confidence, y'all. That's it. It's you deciding I'm the best, I'm the baddest, I'm the most wonderful, right? um I'm serious, y'all. Like when you watch this stuff, even like, and some of it looks cool, but some of it just looks like people dressing up like D4L, like T-boys. And then they put like glasses and they stand like, and it's like fashion. This is fashion. I'm like, I guess, I don't know, you know? You you just, and but I realized it though, right? It's how you feel. It's your what they say on Soul, he said, jazz is just the excuse to bring out the you, right? Life is just the excuse to bring out the you. Fashion is just the excuse to bring out the you. It's just you deciding, like you expressing yourself and then having confidence behind that, right? Like confidence. That's really all that fashion is, because it's not about what goes together no more. At one point, it used to be that. Like it used to be, hey, this coordinates in some way. Oh, look, my shoes match my jacket. Now it's like random articles of clothing and a stance. That is fashion. It's confidence. Yep. Who do you think you are? Older folks that say, who do you think you are, to shame people who are confident? You guys, I used to be a hater, for real. That's how I know, you guys. And I wasn't a hater on really, but I didn't like confident people. I didn't like that. It made me feel bad, right? Who do they think they are, right? Oh, they think they're better than everybody. No, that's the thing, y'all, about confident people. They're actually not thinking about everybody. That's the thing. Everybody sees a confident person and they get intimidated and they're like, ooh, that person thinks they're better than me. No, you think that they're better than you. They're actually not thinking about you at all, right? They're thinking about themselves. So yeah, speak the highest of yourself. And you know what? It can inspire those people, because those grown people that had that who do you think you are, had people tell them that, and those people had people tell them that. And you could be like, actually, I think I am who I say I am. Actually, I think I'm amazing. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think I'm divinity expressed. I think I'm God manifested. And see what they got to say to that. Authentic people get hate from people who are afraid to be who they are. Yes. When you see people, it's like what you see in them inspires. It like sparks something that they wish was in them. Something that is in them, but they just don't believe it is. So they got to hate on you about it. You know? Yes. Every being alive needs self-love. Every being alive, definitely. But that's real, you guys. Sometimes I'm telling y'all, when you take this road, you guys, of being real, especially I see like even being a content creator, it's like, oh, you have to follow this thing if you want to be recognized, if you want to win in life, right? If you want to achieve, you got to sacrifice your integrity, right? You have to follow the crowd. You have to be something you're not, right? No, you don't. Y'all will never hear me come on here talking about trendy shit, right? I'm never going to come on here and say, hey, bestie, because I don't talk like that. I've never talked like that, right? And I'm not going to talk like that because that's how everybody talks. I'm not going to do something because that's what everybody do, right? I'm going to be myself because that's who I am and that's who I want to be. And that's dope to me, right? I do think everybody will be hip to the law eventually. Of course, if we keep progressing, we're already making a lot of progress, you guys. Yes, I heard the same exact thing, Alcy, from someone who also channeled angels. Ooh. Source's Truth says, but that's Source's way of the seed so we can grow. Jealousy gets your attention and shines light on your shortcomings. It's divine and beneficial. Sheesh. That's real. That's real. Because, yeah, and that's what I mean, you guys. Jealousy is you seeing something or someone seeing something in you or you seeing something in someone that you're thinking at the moment, I can't have. But it is a desire, right? Jealousy is love and hate at the same time, right? And you can, I like that. When you're in your power, you can see it as, ooh, instead of being jealous and being mad at that person for what they have, I can rise to that. I can identify myself with that, right? You're welcome, Summer. All right, you guys. I'm about to go. I love you guys. I'm about to go for real this time. I know I said it like 3 times, but this was cool. And I'm intending that it prospers you guys. But listen, y'all, just because you're here on this channel, you have no choice but to prosper, period. So just accept that, right? Accept that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in a video soon.